So you're thinking about moving to Denton, Texas. Well, in today's video, I'm going to introduce you to the city known as Denton. I'm going to give you the pros and cons of that city, and that adventure starts now. If this is your first time to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you'll be the first to be notified of any and all changes here to the market in North Texas. My name is Marina Franco. I'm with the Living in North Texas team, and you know what? We get calls, emails every day from people like you needing help moving to North Texas, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, you know what to do. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or better yet, let's set up a Zoom call so we can help make your move to North Texas a smooth one. Okay, so we're going to talk about the pros and cons of Denton, but check out my other video about Denton, Texas, so you can get a good idea of like what the neighborhoods are and other things it has to offer. But let's get into the cons. All right, the first con is Denton is pretty far north of the Metroplex. So what does that mean? Well, that means long commute times. It can take you up to an hour to get to downtown Dallas, or up to 50 minutes to get to downtown Fort Worth. Now, the reason that is, there is a highway called I-35 that will actually take you all the way to the north of the United States, but it does kind of a little quirky thing in Denton. It actually splits. That's right. You have I-35 East that will take you all the way to downtown Dallas, and then you have I-35 West that will take you all the way to downtown Fort Worth. And they do meet up again in another city down south of both of them. But you have that one major highway. So if there's an accident or a delay, you're going to be delayed getting to Fort Worth or Dallas. Now, yes, there are other two-lane highways in and around Denton, but again, they are going through a lot of different cities. There's a lot of lights, and if there's an accident or something, you're kind of stuck. In fact, if you are working in Plano or Frisco or McKinney, any place like that, it could take you up to 45 minutes to get to those areas. So Denton may not be a place you want to live if you don't like long commutes. Okay, next con is kind of a con and a pro, but Denton is growing. And I know what you're saying, God, that is a pro, isn't it? Well, with growth comes the need for improvement and expansion. That's right. Road improvement, road expansion, utilities, things like that. So there is a lot of construction going on in and around Denton itself. So again, if you don't want to be stuck waiting or stuck in line, right now Denton may not be the place for you. Okay, the last thing is Denton is a college town. That's right. Denton is lucky enough to have two universities, the University of North Texas, or UNT, and the Texas Women's University, or TWU. So the reason it's a con is every fall there's around 50,000 students between the two colleges that will come in and kind of take over Denton. Well, not really take over, but you know, they're there. And extra people means what? Extra wait time, extra people in restaurants, stores, extra traffic. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever been driving through a campus, and I don't care what campus it is or where it is, those college kids do not rush to cross the street. No, they take their very sweet time crossing the street. So you're waiting at a stop sign to go, and you're waiting for a gaggle of college kids to cross the street. So even things like that, you have to put into consideration. Okay, so let's go on to the pros. So we're going to start with Denton is a college town. That's right. It is a pro because they are lucky enough to have the two universities. So if you have kids in the area, or if you already currently live in Denton, or your kids are wanting to go to some university, you know, they can check out UNT or TWU. But not just that. If you are a business, then you love when those kids come in because they're going to go and spend money, whether it's restaurants, bars, clothing, whatever, you have these extra people coming in to spend money. And that's a good thing. The second one is growth. That's right. Denton is growing. Denton has a lot of green space, and with extra green space means possibly building houses or commercial building, right? Mostly houses over there in Denton. And the thing about the houses that are being built in Denton, you have a wide range of prices. In fact, there are a few builders that, are what we consider first-time home buying builders, right? Starting in the mid threes as of today, 2022, starting in the mid threes, going up. But really for your first time home buyer, you'll find several of them up there. But again, they also have a wide range of houses that go from the mid threes all the way up to past $1 million. The great thing is you might be able to get a little bit of land with some of those new constructions, especially in the higher end, because they tend to put those on a little bit more land. So if it's land you're looking for, you might want to check out Denton. The next pro is there is a wide range of housing prices. There are pre-owned homes that date back a long time ago that are available along with new construction. Now, if you're an investor, you may want to check out Denton because you have these college kids coming in. There's not enough dorms for all of them, and a lot of them don't want to live there. So they want to rent an apartment, a townhome, a condo, a house, share that rent with roommates, and a lot of times parents are paying that rent. So most of the time you're going to get paid on time when you're renting to these college kids. But just know there are a wide range of housing and housing prices, one that will probably fit your budget. All right, the next pro is the downtown area. Now, Denton has one of the better downtown areas. It's called the Square, and there you're going to find all different types of things to do. There are different restaurants, different types of shops, different type of things to do, entertainment. Heck, there's an ice cream shop down there that's been there forever. That is awesome. There's a line always waiting to get there. So there's always something to do in the Square. Now, side note, because it is a college town, usually on the weekends, you're going to find a lot more college kids when they're here. They're there to, take in the music, take in the entertainment on weekend nights. Okay, so just a little asterisk right there about the Square during the weekend and when we have college kids. The next pro is Denton has a really great music scene. In fact, it rivals Austin, Texas. That's right. You can go down Fry Street, which is one of the streets near the Square, and in coming out of the clubs, you're going to hear every type of music there is. And we're not talking just like house bands. We're talking about music writers, artists, things like that, people trying to make it in the business and singing their own music, creating their own music. And it's a great thing that a lot of people don't know about, and it's happening in Denton. All right, now as far as employment goes, Peterbilt, the guys who build the 18-wheeler, they are actually on the outskirts of Denton, and Sally's Beauty Supply is headquartered in Denton. So they have their main office there, and they have a warehouse there. And don't forget, the colleges also employ a lot of people. So if you're looking for some sort of employment, you might want to check out Denton. It does have a lot to offer. All right, last pro. Denton has one of the few Buc-ee's in Texas. Now, if you've never been to Buc-ee's, oh my gosh, when you come to Texas, you need to check out Buc-ee's. It is an experience. I mean, there are bays and bays and bays of gas pumps. There is a wall full of beverage choices and coffee and the cleanest bathrooms around. So it is not your typical convenience store. You can walk around and shop for home decor. You can find clothing. You can find stuff for your pets. You want to pick up a sliced barbecue sandwich? You can. You need some beef jerky? They got it. How about fudge? You want some fudge? Or check out their bakery. I mean, you need to go check it out when you go to Denton. Get your picture taken with the statue out front of Bucky and walk around and see if there's something you can't resist taking home. All right, everyone, that is Denton, Texas, the pros and cons. Now, if you have questions about Denton, if you have questions about any of the other locations here in North Texas, you know what to do. Call me, text me. I'd love to tell you more about the cities, or better yet, show you around. All right, until the next time, guys, I'll be seeing you around the neighborhood.